All right, let's dive into some future tech.
Ooh, sounds fun.
We're looking at this report.
Okay.
7 technology industry trends and outlook for 2024.
Catchy.
It is, right? Some really interesting stuff in here. We've got AI. Sounds like it's going to be changing how we work.
Mm-hmm.
Spatial computing, which sounds like it's ripped straight from sci-fi.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, robots.
Buckle up. I think I will.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride, especially when you think about how tech has been these last few years.
Oh, for sure.
Booms, dips, you name it.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. But this report's saying 2024 is looking like a comeback year.
It is.
What's driving that? Just the market doing its thing, or is there something bigger happening?
I think it's a little of both. Inflation calming down, that's always good.
Right.
But we're also seeing just this burst of innovation
Okay.
in so many areas, especially AI. Remember all that talk about Gen AI last year?
Generative AI.
Yeah, generative AI. Easy to think it was just hype.
Sure.
But this report, it's saying, no way, this is the real deal.
We're talking, by 2032, a market of $1.3 trillion.
All right, now you got my attention.
Yeah.
$1.3 trillion, that's not a small number.
Not at all.
But what does that actually look like? Are businesses using this stuff, like actually using it, not just playing around?
Oh, they are. Think about all the stuff that eats up your day at work.
Don't get me started.
Right. Scheduling,
Ugh.
data, even just answering emails.
The bane of my existence.
Gen AI, it's already doing that for people.
Oh, wow.
Automating it.
So we can all get back to the fun stuff.
Exactly. More strategy, more creativity. That's where humans come in.
So robots are helping us, not replacing us, at least not yet.
Exactly. It's augmenting what we can do, making us more efficient, more productive.
I like the sound of that.
It's cool, but we got to be smart about it.
How so?
Well, it's powerful tech. Any powerful tech needs careful use, Oversight, implementation, all that good stuff.
I hear ya. This report also talks about Gen AI's impact on the semiconductor industry.
Right, because all this AI, it needs power, processing power.
Makes sense.
And that means more data centers, more chip factories.
Oh, wow.
So it's like this chain reaction.
Okay.
One cool tech thing boosting a whole other industry.
That is fascinating. Okay, let's talk about something that honestly sounds a little sci-fi to me.
I know it's coming.
Spatial computing.
Yeah.
I think VR gaming when I hear that, but this report makes it sound like so much more.
It is.
Help me wrap my head around this.
So spatial computing, it's like blending the real world and the digital world,
Okay.
but more than just putting on a headset.
Okay.
Think Tony Stark, Iron Man, those holograms he interacts with.
Okay.
It's bringing that into reality, and that changes things big time.
Less about escaping into a digital world, more about bringing digital stuff into our world.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to get it.
Cool.
But where are we seeing this outside of gaming? What are the real-world uses?
Oh, tons. Imagine medical students. They can do virtual surgeries.
Whoa.
No risk to patients, learn way faster. Or architects designing buildings together in this shared digital space. That's what spatial computing can do.
That's amazing. Now, I know Apple just came out with that Vision Pro headset.
Yeah.
This report thinks that's a turning point.
I think so too. When Apple jumps into something,
It gets real.
people pay attention.
For sure. And the numbers are impressive. This report says spatial computing will be worth almost $270 billion by 2030.
Big money.
Up from, what, $4 billion in 2022? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. So much potential.
It's crazy. We're just scratching the surface, aren't we?
Totally. Who knows what's next?
All right, now this one is definitely sci-fi territory.
Who let on me?
Quantum computing.
Oh, a classic.
It's a buzzword, I get that. But I think a lot of people, including me, don't really get it.
It's complicated.
Yeah, so can you explain it like I don't have a physics degree?
Okay, so quantum computing, it's a whole new way to process information.
Right.
Forget your laptop. This is using the laws of quantum mechanics.
Which are?
Weird.
Okay.
Totally counterintuitive. But powerful. We're talking solving problems that would take normal computers billions of years.
Billions with a B.
With a B. This is next level stuff.
Okay, so that's the power, but what can we actually do with that power?
Ooh, so many things. Imagine revolutionizing finance, how we discover drugs, create new materials,
Okay.
even breaking the codes that keep the internet secure right now.
Whoa, okay.
We could unlock solutions to climate change, create personalized medicine based on your DNA.
That's incredible.
Quantum computing, it's that powerful.
So it's not just theoretical, this is actually happening.
Oh yeah, it's happening. Commercial use, that's probably a few years off, but the excitement is real.
Okay.
This report mentions record funding
Oh, wow.
poured into quantum computing research.
So who's investing?
Everyone's interested, but especially financial institutions.
Really?
Yeah, they see the potential
For what?
risk management, fraud detection, things like that.
Makes sense. High stakes, big numbers.
Exactly.
Now, this report also mentioned IonQ. They're actually building quantum computers.
Right. Yeah. IonQ, they're interesting.
What makes them stand out?
They're focused on machine learning, and they highlight how quantum computers are great with something called sparse data.
Sparse data. What's that?
Think data sets with gaps, missing values.
Okay.
Traditional computers struggle with that, but quantum computers, they handle it really well.
Interesting.
IonQ says their models can find signals in that data that others miss.
Wow.
And they learn faster, need fewer tries to get it right.
That's amazing. So we're talking specifics already, advantages, applications.
Yeah, the future is getting closer all the time.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. This report talks about home health tech.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
It feels really relevant, especially with healthcare costs going up, the population aging.
Definitely. This could change everything about healthcare.
In what way?
Imagine managing your health from home.
Oh, okay.
Monitoring vitals, chronic conditions, even talking to your doctor, all from home.
No more waiting rooms.
Right. And the tech is already here, getting better all the time.
This report mentioned some cool examples.
Oh, yeah.
With things. They have this device, tracks temperature, blood oxygen, even heart rate, stethoscopes readings.
Wow, all in one.
Right. And Sennheiser, they're working on earbuds that monitor your heart.
No way.
Yeah, like clinical grade accuracy.
It's like having a cardiologist in your ear.
Some people might love that, others maybe not so much.
True.
But beyond just being cool, this could really empower people to take control of their health.
Totally. And it gives doctors valuable data.
Right.
This could help with the doctor shortage, too.
How so?
Well, if people can manage more from home, doctors can see more patients, especially in rural areas.
I hadn't thought of that. That's a good point.
And big companies are noticing.
Cool.
Salesforce, they're getting into home health.
Wow, so this is serious.
Definitely a sign of things to come.
Okay, another big theme in this report, sustainability.
That's everywhere these days.
It is, especially in tech. Is this just a trend, or is something more driving it?
I think it's deeper than a trend. Consumers care about this stuff. They want companies to be sustainable.
Right.
And in the tech industry, they know they have an impact, energy use, waste.
It's a lot.
It is. And they want to do better.
So it's both consumer pressure and a desire to be better.
I think so.
What are some examples of tech companies going green?
Electric vehicles are a big one.
Okay.
Amazon's building whole electric delivery fleets.
Oh, wow. So they're putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah, and there's research into carbon capture, using renewable energy for data centers.
It's good to hear they're taking it seriously.
It is. Okay, ready for something a little more unsettling?
Hit me with it.
Humanoid robots joining the workforce.
Okay, that's straight out of a movie.
It's becoming reality. Companies like Tesla, Boston Dynamics, Agility Robotics, they're building these robots, and they can do a lot.
Like what? Flipping burgers. Doing surgery. I can't picture it.
Think bigger. Warehouses, factories, maybe even helping out in healthcare. They can handle dangerous tasks, repetitive stuff, and they're precise, efficient.
So more safety, more efficiency. But what about jobs?
That's a valid concern. But robots can create new jobs, too.
How so?
Someone has to design them, build them, maintain them.
Right.
It's about finding the balance, making sure tech helps us, not replaces us.
Oh, I hear you. All right, let's talk cybersecurity.
Always a hot topic.
It feels more relevant than ever.
It is. We rely on digital systems for everything.
And that makes us vulnerable.
Exactly. So the focus is shifting towards something called cyber resilience.
Okay, what's that?
It's not just about stopping attacks, it's about bouncing back quickly if they happen.
So being prepared, having a plan.
Exactly. This report talks about how AI is playing a bigger role in cybersecurity, which is fascinating.
How so?
Well, AI can automate defenses, analyze tons of data to find anything suspicious.
Okay.
It can even predict where attacks might come from.
Wow, so it's like having a super smart security system.
Yeah, always on, always learning.
That's reassuring.
And businesses are investing. This report says cybersecurity spending will keep growing, double-digit growth in 2024.
That's a lot of money.
It shows how seriously they're taking this threat.
Makes you think we should all be taking it seriously.
Absolutely. Be careful out there, folks.
Good advice. We've covered a lot. AI, quantum computing, robots, cybersecurity.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. And it's not just about the tech industry. This is impacting all of us, every part of our lives.
It is, and it's just the beginning.
Before we wrap up, I wanted to touch on how these trends are shaking up other industries too. Like we talked about home health tech.
Right.
What else is happening in healthcare?
Telemedicine, that's changing how we see doctors, especially for folks in rural areas.
Makes sense.
And AI is being used to read medical images, help with diagnoses.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes even better than human doctors.
Wow.
Catching things early, that's huge.
It is. So it's not just convenience, it's better care overall.
Exactly. And what about retail? That seems ripe for disruption.
Oh yeah, for sure. Online shopping is already massive.
And AI is making it even more personalized.
Right.
Imagine algorithms knowing your style, picking out stuff just for you.
That's a little scary, but also kind of cool.
Right. And augmented reality, blurring the lines between online and in-store.
How so?
You could try on clothes virtually, see how furniture looks in your house, all before buying.
That would definitely save me some returns.
I think so too. What about manufacturing?
Lots of potential there for automation, AI, all that.
Definitely. We're seeing smart factories popping up,
What are those?
robots and humans working together,
Okay.
AI managing production, figuring out when machines need maintenance,
Oh, wow.
less waste, more efficiency, maybe even safer for workers.
That's a lot of change.
Mm.
As we wrap up, what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away from all this?
I think it's that these tech trends, they're not separate things.
Okay.
They're all connected, weaving together this future that's happening now.
Right now, yeah, not just some far-off thing.
Exactly. It's exciting, a little overwhelming maybe.
It is a lot to process.
How do we even make sense of it all?
Good question. What do you think?
Stay curious, stay informed, talk about it, learn about it.
Right.
The more we understand these technologies, the better we can use them for good.
So be curious, think critically.
Exactly. The future of tech, it's full of possibility.
It really is.
Exciting stuff, some challenges too, but we get to shape it.
That's a good way to look at it. Embrace the good, think carefully about the challenges, stay curious.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of tech in 2024.
Anytime.
And for everyone listening, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep your minds open to what's next. Until next time.